Hello there, and welcome to the very first episode of my podcast, Commenterri. I came up with this name because if you don't know who I am, I'm from TikTok. The videos that I make on TikTok are a lot of just me commenting on stuff that I see online, stuff that's trending, stuff that catches my attention, and it could be anywhere between TikTok people to YouTube people to celebrities. You name it, I cover it. And what I mostly do on TikTok is a lot of just yapping about things that I see, and I call it commentary. So, since my name is Terry, commentary with Terry just made a lot of sense to me. What I plan to do with this podcast is take the content that I would typically make on TikTok and put it in long form media. I love TikTok. It has the most amazing concept of quick entertainment. People want to be entertained and they want to be entertained fast. But what I miss with my social media world is sometimes you have so much that you want to say that doesn't fit in a 1 minute video or a YouTube short. And that's where commentary comes into play. So for this very first episode, I wanted to dive into a full recap of what went on over the weekend on TikTok. So we're going to go straight into Friday night. Friday night, we have everything that went down with the Resilient Jenkins. The Resilient Jenkins are a family on TikTok that went viral for having 7 people living in a 1-bedroom apartment. These people both don't work. The main person, her name is Stephanie. She's the mom in the situation. Stephanie has this boyfriend named Drew, and Drew is unemployed. Drew apparently just plays PS5 all day. The family was facing eviction for a while now. They had been told that they needed to vacate their apartment, and she was just super lost, acting like she didn't know what she was going to do with herself. Like, I'm sorry, how is it possible that a family that goes viral on TikTok has no money to pay their rent? I can tell you by looking at her page, a simple video that she posts is enough to cover rent. So where's this money going? And why do you not have a job? There's a lot of questions I have with this family. They end up having to vacate their apartment. They had been told they were going to get evicted for a while. It actually happened, and they got booted out of their apartment. Instead of seeking help, instead of accepting help from her mother went on TikTok and made a video saying that if Stephanie wanted to, she would take Stephanie and the kids in, but not the boyfriend Drew, because the mom is alleging that she sees some signs of domestic violence going on. And because of this, the mom was like, okay, I will take in my daughter, because that's my daughter. I will take in my grandchildren, but I'm not going to take this man in. So she offered her home up to Stephanie, and instead of providing a place for her children to live, she chooses the man in the relationship and stays with the man. Therefore, they decide that they are going to pack up their stuff, put it in a storage unit, and they will live out of a hotel. 7 people in a 1-bedroom hotel room. Instead of living with her mom, instead of paying their rent, instead of getting a job, instead of the various options that they had, they decide, you know what's a good option for me and my young children? We're gonna live in a hotel. 7 of us in a hotel room. A lot of people on TikTok have been saying that it's not even possible for a hotel to allow 7 people to stay in a room because they have fire hazard for having too many people in one hotel room, and Stephanie just plans to put them all in one room. So we're going to see how that goes. So that's Stephanie. We're going to move on to Ash Trevino. For those of you who did not know, Ash Trevino had been banned on TikTok for the past week. she was given a 7-day live access ban. For 7 days, she could not go live. Now, this entire situation is always heated. It's always a problem because people are always like, okay, well, Ash Trevino is making all this money because you guys continue to watch her. Well, no, she is not making money on TikTok. I can tell you, she doesn't make content. She very rarely will post a video. So even if she is monetizing on TikTok, it's not that much money compared to what she was making when she was going live back when she was friends with this lady named Heffa. Now, the whole thing with Ash Trevino and the live access is at one point, Ash was making about $20,000 in a month, and that's being generous. I think she might have been making more, but $20,000 in a single month. She went from making that to now making, I'm gonna guess, 1,000, 2,000 in the month because she's not going live anymore, so she's not making her big bucks. People aren't able to gift her, and if they do gift her when she has her live access, TikTok's not paying her out. They're keeping the money in this account. The way that TikTok works is when you send someone a gift on TikTok, that converts to what they call diamonds. Your diamonds are worth money. TikTok keeps half of that money. But what you can do is once a week, TikTok will pay you out your diamonds. They keep half, they pay you the other half. What they're doing to Ashley Trevino is they're keeping her half of the money in the TikTok account. So instead of converting those diamonds to actual money, they're just keeping it as diamonds. Now, what you can do with those diamonds on TikTok is, since she can't turn that into cash, they're not turning it into cash, she can send those diamonds to other people, which is called gift recycling, which is a no-no on TikTok. But she can do that. And what she did do when she got her live access back on Saturday night, after a 7-day ban, she gets her live access back. On Saturday, she decides, you know what I'm going to do? Mind you, she had been drinking a lot. She was already wasted when she went on live. She decides to take the money from her account, her 1 million followers account, takes that money, takes the diamonds, she takes those diamonds that were being held in that account, and she starts sending the diamonds to her second account that she can go live on. A lot of people were like, well, why would she do this? It makes no sense. Why would she do that? What that means is, if she is sending the diamonds from one account to the other, and TikTok pays her out on that second account, she can then get some of the money that TikTok is kind of holding hostage. So that's why she was sending herself all that money on Saturday. She put herself on the podium. Podium is like the top 3 people in the world on TikTok that make all the most money, get put on this little platform. And it's like free advertisement, really. Like, people will see that, this is the most viewed person right now. Why are they the most viewed person? Like, I'm going to go watch them. So it's like a promotion, it's status, it's, you name it. It is what it is. Well, she puts herself on podium. She's sending herself all this money. But I do have to let you all know, by doing this is money that people had sent her, converted into diamonds. She takes those diamonds from her 1 million account to send it to her backup account. So in the process of that, half of that money is going to TikTok. The other half is going to Ash Trevino. So 1/4 of the money that was originally sent to Ashley Trevino is now hers. Only 1/4 of the money, because the other 3/4 TikTok kept. All these people that continue to gift her when she battles, your money's going to like space at this point, because she's not cashing in the bulk of it. And if people continue to gift her, they're just honestly wasting their money at this point. I got some heat on TikTok about my commentary on Saturday. On Saturday, Ashley Trevino was live. She was battling with her friend named Heartbreaky. She's battling Heartbreaky, And Ashley's battling heartbreaky. Mind you, Ash is wasted. Ash needs to use the restroom during her live battle. Any sane person would say, oh, I'm going to the restroom. Let me leave my phone over here because I'm on live. I'm live streaming. Or let me pause the live, because that's also an option. You can pause your live for 5 minutes without it ending. No. Does she do any of the above? No. What she does do is sit herself on the toilet on live, where everyone who's watching can hear her and see her. Her friend Heartbreaky is telling her, like, hey, I think you should move the camera. I think you should put the phone away. Do something. Put it on mute. Anything. Well, this triggers Ash Trevino into showing herself on the toilet on TikTok Live. Yep. We saw the nunu. We did. Now, I got a lot of heat on TikTok for this because I made a video and I said we saw the nunu and it was a hairy nunu, and people came for me on TikTok for saying that. I'm sorry. People wanted to come for me because they were like, it's the year 2025. It is completely normal to have hair down there. That is not the point, you guys. For everyone that came for me in those comments, I just wanted you to know the point of that video. Me saying her nunu was hairy was not me to comment on her body hair, because I am the last person on this planet who will ever shame someone for body hair. I got some hairy legs, okay? I wax and they're hairy and I don't care. I walk out like this. It doesn't matter. So it has nothing to do with her body hair. It has everything to do with the fact that I know that her nunu is hairy. And I should not know that. That is not information that I should know. Also, there was a lot of debate in my comments about whether it was the nunu or if it was her stomach. I don't think it was her stomach. I truly think that was nunu. But people and I have been going back and forth in the comments on whether or not it's nunu or if it's stomach. I will let you guys be the judge of it. If you need to see the clip, I have it posted on my backup account on TikTok. We can have a whole debate here too about whether it was nunu or if it was panza. Y'all let me know. So that was Ashley Trevino. She ends up getting banned again, like 5 minutes after this, because, mind you, she just gets her live access back after 7 days. 7 days of making no money. No money's coming into her account because she can't go live. And then she gets her account back. 50 minutes is all it took for her to show her nunu and get banned again. So she can't go live anymore. And that's Ashley Trevino. Now, the next people that we need to talk about are Brianna Olsen and Vale. Brianna Olsen, also known as Sid the Sloth on TikTok, is a train wreck of a woman, in my opinion. But I don't even want to be like rude to her. She's young. I think she's 24. She has a kid. Her baby's name is Winter. She has a kid with this man named 2K. And Winter stays with 2K. 2K has like primary custody of Winter. Brianna never sees her kid. I mean, if she does see him, she sees him like a day a month. It's crazy how seldom Brianna Olsen sees her child. Well, fast forward to this past weekend. Brianna Olsen flies to Miami. This was a big controversy because a couple of weeks ago, her child was sick and was in Dallas, Texas. Brianna lives in LA. Brianna said she could not fly to Dallas to see her baby who was sick. But a couple of weeks later, where does she go? What does she do? She flies to Miami to go shake booty on a yacht in a bikini. Yes, you heard me correctly. Can I fly to go see my sick baby? No. Am I going to fly to go shake booty on a yacht in Miami? Yes. Yes. And don't even get me started on her friend Vale. She has this friend. Her friend's name is Vale. And Vale is known for being in the back seat with this guy named Santos. And what does she do in the back seat with Santos? she gives him cabeza. She gives him cabeza. And Ashley Trevino was on live filming it all. So not only do we have Ashley Trevino showing her nunu on TikTok, but she then filmed Vale giving cabeza to Santos in the backseat. So that's Vale. She is also infamously known for ding-dong ditching her baby at her ex-boyfriend's house. She ding-dong ditched her baby. She ding-donged, ditched the baby, and ran away to LA. So Vale is now in Miami with Brianna Olsen, but she gets into this fight with this girl named Issa. Issa was upset because she lost her iPhone. They blame Vale for taking the iPhone. Vale and Issa get into a fight. And this entire time you're just wondering, these girls are everywhere except with their kids. Like, why do we make people like this relevant on the internet? I don't know. Does it matter that I talk about this though? Like, honestly, no, because whether or not I talk about them, they're still going to do what they're doing. They just won't have any eyes on them. People won't know. They won't be informed of what they're doing. Do these kind of girls exist on the internet? Yes. And unfortunately, I think we're going to see more and more of it as long as social media is around. And we can't do anything about it other than report on it, contact the appropriate authorities, and let the courts deal with it. Just a side piece. I didn't think I was going to talk about Smiley, but I figured I should throw in everything that happened with Smiley this weekend. So bear with me. Smiley is a girl who was on this reality show called Baddies, and she joins TikTok. When she joins TikTok, well, what does she do? She's like trying to learn the ropes of the world and wants to battle Ashley Trevino. She chooses Ashley Trevino as her target for the battling. Ashley Trevino is like, who is Smiley? I don't know who that is. I'm not going to battle someone that I don't know. Smiley gets upset, thinking like, how do you not know who I am? Like, I'm Smiley from Baddies. How do you not know who I am? Like, you're disrespectful. Makes Smiley upset. Smiley decides that she's going to catch a fade with Ashley Trevino. That's the backstory of this. But over the weekend, Ashley Trevino, when she was on live for those 50 minutes before she got banned again, talked about Smiley and said that she was going to make Smiley's mom lick her toes. Smiley got upset when she caught wind of this because she said that her mother is actually very ill. So she was not okay with the comment that Ashley Trevino made about her mom. And then decides to call Ashley Trevino like a crazy ex-girlfriend would call her ex-boyfriend. Just like, she's calling all night on live. She starts calling Ash Trevino's mom, starts calling Ash Trevino's dad, and then starts calling Ash Trevino's daughter. Until she had someone pick up the phone, Smiley was not going to stop. So Ashley Trevino's daughter ends up picking up the phone. They chat a little bit. Smiley is determined to go to Texas, where Ashley Trevino resides, and wants to catch a fade. And that is supposed to happen this week. So that is all the tea, all the commentary for this week. If you want to find out if Smiley shows up to catch a fade with Ashley Trevino, check back in next week to find out. And thank you for listening to my very first episode of Commentary.